Welcome to Hurry Up Pinball, a show where I teach you how to work on your pinball machine. Today I will show you how to install hooked-on pinballs AC/DC lightning bolts. So grab your tools and let's get going. Here you can see the lightning bolts we will be installing today. These bolts are interactive with the game and really enhance gameplay. A link to these lightning bolts is provided in the video description. To begin, unplug the pinball machine, open the coin door, remove the lockdown bar, and remove the playfield glass. If you need to, move the pinball machine so you have access to both sides of the pinball cabinet. If you have cabinet protectors, go ahead and install them at this time. Using the trough plunger under the playfield, remove the pinballs from the machine. Here is a look at the stock lightning bolts we will be removing. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the screws holding the two stock lightning bolts next to the left ramp. Now remove the screw from the lightning bolt near the right ramp. At this time, grab a towel or a small blanket, place it on the back box, then fully raise the playfield. In order to feed the lightning bolt wires through the playfield, you will need to remove the two left ramp targets seen here. You do not need to remove the right ramp target to feed the wires. Using a magnetic nut driver, remove the two screws holding on each of the left ramp stand-up targets. With the target screws removed, remove the stand-up targets from the playfield. Be careful not to stress any solder points for the target or any nearby connections. With the stand-up targets removed, lower the playfield and rest it on the support brackets. Now grab the new lightning bolts and feed the wires through the stand-up target hole. Do this for the other left ramp target as well. Leave the bolts resting on the ramp at this time. Move over to the right ramp target and feed the new lightning bolt wires through the hole behind the stand-up target. With the wires fed through the playfield, fully raise the playfield at this time. With the playfield raised, reinstall the left ramp stand-up targets. When installing them, make sure the lightning bolt wires are behind the stand-up target and are not getting pinched. Do this for both the left ramp stand-up targets and then install the screws using your hex driver. Remember not to over-tighten the screws, as this can strip the holes on the bottom of the playfield. Now lower the playfield at this time and rest it on the support brackets. Using the lightning bolt screws you previously removed, install the new hooked-on pinball lightning bolts. Here is how they should look when properly installed. Now it is time to raise the playfield and connect the wiring. For the left ramp bolts, here are the wires we will be working with. These wires are for the flashers directly behind the lightning bolts. Follow the wire from the hole directly behind the stand-up targets and disconnect the flasher from the main wiring harness. Next, plug in the lightning bolt Z connector to the main wiring harness and then plug in the old flasher wire into the new Z connector as seen here. Repeat this process for the other left ramp stand-up target. Make sure to plug the lightning bolts into corresponding flasher connections. Here is what it should look like when properly installed. Here is the connector we will be working with for the right ramp lightning bolt. Disconnect the right ramp flasher from the main wiring harness, connect the lightning bolt Z connector to the main wiring harness, then plug the flasher into the Z connector. Here is how it should look when properly installed. If you have some zip ties available, I would recommend installing a few to keep the cables nice and tidy. Don't forget to cut off the excess zip tie material. With the new bolts connected, completely lower the playfield and plug in the pinball machine. Now it is time to test the bolts. Pull the white pin on the inside of the coin door and turn on the pinball machine. Use the coin door buttons to enter the menu. Select Diagnostics, flash lamp test, and navigate to flash lamp test number 27, 28, and 29. Each time you press the select button, the corresponding lightning bolt should briefly light up. Here is how the lightning bolt should look when working properly. If everything looks good, exit the service menu, remove the cabinet protectors, reinstall the pinballs, close the coin door, reinstall the playfield glass and lockdown bar, then close the coin door. If you moved the pinball machine, be sure to push it back into position. Also be sure to play a few test games to double check your work. This is Craig with Hurry Up Pinball, and I wanted to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, show your support for Hurry Up Pinball and click the subscribe button. We can also be found on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under Hurry Up Pinball.